Hello there, everyone. Welcome back for some more Kagetsu Tohya. And to start off, we got some production notes. Tell me, what's going on? The scenario director and the art director both thought they would fail this time. Well, that's really sad. How come my Neko Town logo is transparent? Why is it like that? That's strange. I didn't do that. Boom. Much better. Hello, welcome back. Let's hop back into the magical world of Kagetsu Tohya, wherein we will be finding all sorts of new scenes now that we are officially in what is the middle portion of the game. So, let's start off with the day. And we're going to get a lot of different stuff as we go out and about. So, as such, let's start by going to school. And you know what? How about on the way? Do we get a new scene when we went to his house? We did, didn't we? That's where we saw the thing. Well, this time, let's go maybe to Arkwood's apartment and see if something new happens there. Seems like it is normal. Well, let's go to school then. I'll be determined and refuse. No? I told you I have to go to school. I'll stop on my way back, so please sleep quietly until the... Oh, is that actually a promise? We'll have to see. I wanted to eat something you cook, Shiki. Arkwood protests by childishly jumping on the bed. But if I start playing with the princess in the morning, then the whole day will be messed up. It's almost like going somewhere before school is an asinine idea. I'll make you some when the next chance comes, but I'll have to pass today. So, keep quiet for now. I close the door and run out of Arkwood's room. I don't have much time left. I have to run to school at my full speed. It looks like I gotta go Sonic fast. How about... Let's see if there's something new in the courtyard. The answer is a resounding no. Homeroom today's lesson? We're going to do... Well, we still have some stuff for the cultural festival, right? So morning festival decision. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to do low kick. Festival morning tea house. We saw that one. We've seen these ones. Skip. So this time, though, we'll go for a stroll. I don't want to go back to class yet. I'll hang around the hallway for a bit more. I'll probably have to linger around the second-year hall anyway, since I have to return soon. But I guess that won't be so bad, as I heard rumors of how the second years did the best this year. Now think about it, Class 5 is doing a monster house or something. Like the movie Monster House. The rule states there can only be one haunted house per grade. Haunted houses generate the most income, even with haphazard planning, so it's a very popular choice for all the classes. See, that's... The concept of a haunted house being one of the most popular ones blows my mind. To be fair, my school holds a meeting with representatives from each class, holds a competition of some sort, and then gives the right to the haunted house to the winner. Our class lost, but oh well. Last year I had something horrible done to be in a haunted house, so I'm personally against the idea. Is that just going to remain forever an incident that we never learn about? So I guess I should be thankful that our class didn't get picked. I don't ever want to dress up as a monster again. Oh. I'm fine with just being a spectator of other haunted houses. You idiot, what lackluster things are you saying? Kaha, it hurts, it hurts. An unknown pain sears through my abdomen. What are you doing? I turned to face... Oh, it's Arihiko who said that. The voice was definitely his, but... Why are you Kinoku Nasu? What? Yo, you. Oh, yo, you, that costume. Do you remember? Does it remind you of me and the guilty Jew? Jew made such a commotion last year, and now you pretend to be innocent? Even though God may forgive you, I cannot. The weirdo in the stuffed suit swings around his miracle hammer. What the frick is going on? Can't forgive me. Arihiko, why are you dressed like that? I thought we burned that thing during last year's closing ceremony. Wait, was this what he had to wear in the festival? Along with my tea kettle swan. An offering for the campfire. Righty-o, 'twas a sad day. And so they became the stars in the night sky. The monster mushroom looks somewhat happy at my thought. Right, but then why is it without even a scratch? Take that off right now, you idiot. That won't do. Akiha-san, who hold the stole, holds... Oh no! who heard the whole story made it for me. I don't know what voice to give him. In other words, it's the monster mushroom of love. And as long as I wear this, I'm Akiya-san's loyal slave. Oh, this is a twist. Arihiko shouts. I envy this fool who seems to be happy all the time. And so, Toto, our glorious Lady Akiya-san is expecting thee to come to class at 1A and come in fabulous activity of the haunted house partake. In thy costume this time around will be a special tea kettle swan with wings and engines too. Since thou art a swan, it is only fitting that thou takest to the skies. I think that I'll become an urban legend in my own right, Arihiko. Speaking of its rarity, it's almost as rare to see a granny with ADHD. What the frick? Well, since carrots fly nowadays, I guess a tea kettle or two flying about is it... Am I having a stroke? Can I feel my face? What? Like, do I smell burning toast? What's... what's it, Papa? So I humbly request you to come. And if thou resisteth, this staff skill trained in 36 styles will have to have a go at thee. Shoo, 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 shoo. The miracle hammer whooshes around busily. But one can't laugh it off as it really is a weapon, and a hit could actually send one flying into the air. What is it, Toto? You are quiet. Aren't you planning something? No, I'm not planning anything. Key? Hey, there's a monster mushroom here. And a shout fills the hallway, followed by a plethora of footsteps. It's a monster mushroom! A monster mushroom's appeared! Again? I'll take revenge for last year. Call the others on the other floors too. I'll tie you down and throw you into the campfire hole. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The class members come in like a hailstorm. Realizing the danger ahead, the monster mushroom hurriedly opens the window of the hallway. Isn't this the second floor? You will break your legs. Alright, it's trapped. You have nowhere to go. Face your fate. Oh, that sounds just like something you just said, Arihiko. Shut up, selling your friend. You really know how to put someone in a hectic position. And saying so, he puts one foot on the windowsill. Are you thinking of jumping down? Stop. Do you want to cause further problems? Stop, mushroom, stop. Seems like I heard this somewhere. What? There's no reason to be caught by the Ultimate Peace Day Corporation members. Then goodbye. Don't bring about your own destruction. You must know your place. Plop. Arihiko forcefully jumps, even though his costume was caught on the sill. I guess the will he left that time was for this occasion. Even reading these words are making me feel like I'm going insane. Yo, you're really jumping? Heck, I don't know what he's thinking. The pursuers seem to be in shock and confusion. And Arihiko, well, he just simply jumped out. To put it in terms of onomatopoeia, it would be... Shoo, plop, bounce, 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 bounce. Thanks, that tells me nothing. He's gone. He's gone? Rushing straight into Hujiya-senpai's crepe store. It's rolling even though it's all covered in chocolate. Even looking from here, one can tell the ground damage is enormous. And the worst part about it is that the verbs are in present tense, and the damage is getting even worse. What are you doing? Go out quickly and get that idiot. Before that, the broken store's senpai is chasing it with a kitchen knife. Actually, now it's not even a monster mushroom, but rather a ball of roll of mud. Oh, a roll of mud sounds more fanatical. And the pursuers disappear with light footsteps, and so within 10 seconds, the hallway regains its silent composure. This is... I don't know if this is how it was originally meant to be written in Japanese or whatever, but I have no freaking clue what's going on. A roll of mud? That sounds unusually tasty. What the frick? I depart as I mutter my thoughts. It's already so messed up. I guess I'll go help my class until the closing ceremony. This whole situation was a train wreck. To explain, a roll of mud is a monster that comes out on mountain roads. When one climbs a mountain, it rolls down and bothers the climber like no other. The appearance resembles a bush clover fruit. What the what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? None of that made sense to me. Those were all words, but none of them made sense. I feel like I'm going insane. Okay, let's not do that again. Originally, Tsukihime was set over the course of 1 month. If we had followed through, maybe we could have achieved the 120 hours that we need to go through all parts. Don't worry, you'll get there with fate. Fate hits that mythical time. Oh, we did get a new one. Nanako-chan SOS. Fun. Again, we'll do that later for sure. Okay. This time, let's stay at the mansion. I think there was still something. Well, let's check out some of these other ones that might have new ones. Maybe in Akiha's. That almost resulted in us dying last time. Well, maybe it might be good now. Kia's room. Kia's nap has to end. Invasion at Kia's room. Repeat again. We are dead. Never mind. All right. Just checking. Just making sure. We're going to get a lot of these intro ones. Love. Same. All right. Okay. Again, we're checking, right? We're trying to go through as much of this game as we can. So this time, let's go to help Hisui. That's the same. Oh, noon has come and the mansion gets even busier. The Western-style house on top of the hill. A world that feels like outer space to the commoners on the street. They can only stare up. This place is so far away from them that they don't even care who lives in it. And on the other side, one cannot look outside from this point of view. The other side of this wall might have already collapsed. A corner of the world that secretly collapses. The child must be running around even now to keep the world from getting destroyed by contradictions. What is that? A little girl who goes around repairing a decaying world. Maybe I read some children's story like that yesterday. Since I can't exactly remember yesterday, I can't really verify it. But that image lingers in my head. Even though it's useless, she continues making dreams. Even though she won't get anything out of it. For what, for whom does she try so hard to keep these happy days going? All right. Wow. Okay, we could do... I wonder if sleep has a new option. Yeah, this is different. I'm a little tired. Maybe it's because I moved around in the morning, but my body seems to be feeling slightly fatigued. I didn't have a plan in particular, so I guess on a sunny day like this, I should take a nap. Yo, napping in the sun is so nice. Now I think about it, I really want a nap. Alright, I'll do it. I don't bother changing into pajamas, just dive onto my bed. The sheet must have been dried in the morning. It smells good now. It feels so good. It must be the fact that the sheets that give off a faintly burnt odor. Odor? Oh god, I am having a stroke. And the cushiony pillow. Oh frick! Why can't I speak? As soon as my body sinks into the bed, my consciousness sinks as well. What will we dream about today? Oh, the answer is actually nothing. Well, let's eat at the mansion. Nothing special. Oh, this is special. The usual tea time. Today we're playing Sevens with cards Kohaku-san brought. I don't know what that game is. In Sevens, the 4 sevens are laid out and the players add adjacent higher or lower cards to them. Akiha, where the 7 of hearts starts and the game relaxedly begins. So, Nissan, what did you do yesterday? Akiha asks suddenly as she puts down the Queen of Spades. Yesterday? I put down the Queen of Clubs. Shiki-san? Yesterday, we played games together in my room, didn't we? Didn't we do this, actually? She lays down the 3 of clubs to one side. Is that so? Then you must have gone to Nei-san's room after cleaning the fish in the kitchen. Definitely didn't do that one. And then History puts down the king of clubs on the opposite side. Hold on. Then Nissan went to Kohaku's room after talking with me in my room? This time, the 4 of spades. Akiha seems to insist on spades. I don't remember, but I can't say that. I declare the pass a turn. For the first time, too. Yeah, I swore we did this one. Oh, isn't that impossible due to time? Akiha-sama, aren't you remembering something incorrectly? Kohaku-san passes as well. Her first time. No, I think Akiha-sama is correct. I seem to vaguely remember Shiki-sama going to Akiha-sama's room after talking with me. Well, this makes more sense now that we know that it's a dream world, but a dream world of contradictions. Hisui lays down the ace of clubs. Oh, now the clubs are all here. Anyway, it seems like you were busy, Nissan. Akiha nervously declares a pass. Her third time. I told you I was free in the morning. I have to pass too. Second time. That is so. I saw you playing with a black cat in the inner courtyard. Is this revealing a few new scenes? Because I don't remember that fish one being there. Kawaku-san passes as well. Second time, just like me. But her pass is not meant as a retreat, but to put her prey in a trap. Ah, I see. I didn't see you, so I thought maybe you had gone out. And Hisui lays the two of clubs on top. Shin Kawaku-san seems to be synchronized, as all the clubs seem to come from their hands. Hold on, Hisui. Don't you have anything other than clubs? For example, a diamond? That has never appeared yet. I'm sorry, Akiha-sama. I was told by Nei-san to hold the diamonds. Kohaku, you wanted to play fairly today. Is this where she flips the table again? What signs have you been making to Hisui? Aren't you scheming too much for something as trivial as an after-dinner card game? Oh, she sounds really angry. Even her ladylike words are gone. No, Akiha-sama. I didn't make any signs. Hisui was despairing after looking at her hand, so I gave her some advice. Wordlessly motioning with your fingers and eyes cannot count as advice. That's a definite sign, although I noticed it pretty quickly. You must have been staring only at your cards. The two were planning on putting you and me in a tough position. But since they were so blatant about it, I found out pretty quickly. So you just planned to let me go to ruin while saving yourself, Nissan? Yeah, and additionally the one blocking the diamonds is me. Yeah, this is where she flips the table. Kiss-sama, what are you doing? Upsetting the table like that is dangerous. Yes, the nearly completed clubs are now all scattered. I'm at a loss for words. Don't go riding on a luxury cruise liner. If the casino in Sany goes bankrupt, the owner might blow up the whole ship on purpose. Everyone stares at Akiha. It'd be cute if she apologized even a little bit, but she just humps and... It's an accident. I was standing up. My skirt got caught. She says that. Don't be ridiculous. Is your skirt made of metal? Yeah, we've definitely seen this scene. Of course, when she uses strongest equipment, she spits out the reply. To be exact, use the highest quality ornaments to decorate herself. Okay, understood. It's called a night. Some people would be hospitalized. I think the only thing that I definitely recognize as new is talking about cleaning the fish. That was there. I guess up. I muted myself before I sneezed. My sneezes are loud and ugly. And so I returned to my room. I finished dinner, drank tea with the key and the others, and took a shower. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. Day seems to be just a peaceful day again. Then I'll sleep. I take off my glasses, I crawl into my bed. I close my eyes, it's all over. Today will be completely gone and a fresh new day will start again from zero. Is it repeat again already? No. Okay. Am I having nightmares inside a dream? Or am I having nightmares because it's a dream? The person said the thing one fears the most becomes his nightmare. Well then, Nightmare Professor, to be killed by a nightmare conjured by one's own self is no different from committing a well-thought-out suicide. Huh. So every night prey is sought. Knife in hand, it's portable and doesn't make a sound. The fact that it can easily dismantle a human body with a little getting used to it fits me the best. I actually don't know how to handle any other equipment apart from aside from a spas gun that you just can fire one-handed, apparently. There are many simpler tools to commit murder, but I don't have any intention of using those. I was born that way. I'm imagined as a killer. Then I don't know any other purpose of existence. But what is this paradox? This killer can hunt only Tonoshiki and no one else. I can only kill myself. His nightmare was that. The worry and relief that his self could have fallen to the level of a killer. He who cannot forget it, even though he realizes that he has stepped over the line. The fear that since he has turned, he might get rid of himself with some impulse. That is me. And so the killer can only kill himself. The one that Tonoshiki must guard against isn't the killer who goes around to kill others. The one he fears is himself who goes to kill himself. So he killed. He killed many and many and many times. Sometimes he even got killed himself. Believing that if the nightmare he wants is to be killed, he could satisfy it and make the nightmare go away. But he still doesn't disappear. Even though, eaten by the killer nightmare, he revives and revives. There's only one reason. He definitely has an accomplice. I can exist like this, so there must be someone who revives him. Huh. So I must kill him first. I'd be breaking the rule that I can only kill myself, but what do I care? In the first place, reason broke down when I wanted to become myself. This world is at its limit. If I can't open my eyes before that blackness completely overwhelms me, I will die with me. Found, at last. Found. That is my accomplice. The power that revives Tonoshiki. The power that revives Nanayashiki. That is our accomplice. If I can get rid of that, then the normal expected result can come about. Don't kill her! Kill the dream. To kill myself. I don't know which one will open its eyes. But it won't matter much. No matter who lives, the one who opens his eyes will definitely be a human called Shiki. The prey doesn't run. I don't think it can even think about the concept. That's after getting killed. It hits the floor, tilting its head weirdly. Could be called a really boring murder. At that moment, that child's scream pierced the world. Huh? The consciousness that was sleeping awakens immediately. I jump out of my bed, grab my knife and glasses, and run out of the room. I run. I already pulled the knife out and hold it in one hand, so I may immediately engage him in this stopped night. Consciousness is already awake. Right? It's fully awakened. For example, the memories of yesterday, which were clouded up until now, have returned, and many truths that could not have been gotten even through experience are clear. Maybe the sun or the moonlight is magic. At this time, when dreams are trying to form inside dreams, the cloud in the head lifts. The end after the end is outside. Well, such sarcasm doesn't matter now. Being a marionette of the world is a problem for later. Before then, right now, I run the road of shadows, which I seem to remember. But the destination is different today. I'm not going to duke it out with the killer. That's why my legs don't move as quickly. I run. The ground is stained with blood. The torn black coat. Before my eyes is the form of a nightmare that could become real at any moment. A familiar park. Although no one should be here, he and the girl who's crushed under him are there. The child looks up at him as usual and doesn't seem like she's resisting even a bit. He lifts up the knife with somewhat satisfied expression and is about to take care of the child's neck. I know what happens next, and so without hesitation I run up to him. Stop! As I run, I swing my knife, not as a sign of warning, but for killing. He evades the knife in a flash. In essence, he values his own life more than that of the child. The moment I rushed in, he stopped his knife and stepped back. Coldness that is almost heavenly. But right now that makes me angrier than anything else. You. Ha! Crunch. The sound of muscle in my leg getting cut. Withstanding that, in an awkward silence, I kick at his stomach. The form and the result resembled that all-out Yakuza kick? Like for the PS2? Would that be out at this time? Maybe. Ugh. Unbelievable, I hit him as I hoped. Well, it's not like I can't exactly... I can't tell exactly what he's thinking. Even if I pull off such kicks, that's not an advantage for me. If I pull off such kicks, my body's the one receiving the damage. If I keep in mind there's a battle ahead of me shortly, such kicks are not acceptable. Tonoshiki, with a hurt leg muscle, has an even slimmer chance of winning against the experienced killer Nanayashiki. But even then, I don't think I could have controlled my anger without pulling that kick off. Maybe my anger did explode, but he took the kick, with which was simple to avoid, and staggers now. Get up! Oh, no, he's saying that. No, it's a different one. Get up! I grab the girl's hand. He's still holding his stomach where I kicked him. The girl's on the ground, like when I first saw her. Even though she was about to be killed just now, she looks at me calmly as usual. Or, she's comparing me, who just came here, and him, who's clutching his stomach, with an expression that tells me she's confused. Really? What are you doing? Run away! He's not me! Really? Complain later. I grab her hand and hug her forcefully. And I pick up her legs and bring her to my front. Keep quiet for now. Our priority is to run away from him. So he's doing the Kodomine run. I run. Honestly, though, I didn't even think I could run away from him while carrying the girl. But I want to do everything I can to put distance between the girl and him. And the child can run away on her own. Tonoshiki might be killed by him. While that happens, the girl can escape to a safe place. But even though I ran towards the park fountain, I arrived here after a mere 10 steps. Oh yo, space is distorting. The weird phenomenon turns my brain into Mapu Tofu. Even forgetting that I'm holding the girl, I blankly look around. I don't know whether I relaxed my grip or whether she got down on her own, but now she's looking at me from a little bit away. Well, it won't really change much if I ask this now, but I won't feel good unless I ask. Perhaps... Did you bring us here? And she nods her head. I subconsciously exhale as I look up at the sky. A shortcut from the park to the back alley. The fact that she can do such a convenient thing means that she's that person. I've met her so many times up till now, but I didn't realize it. I'm really an idiot. Why didn't I realize it? I should have known after I've thought about it for a little while. And on top of that, I met you a long time ago. We didn't meet in reality, but in a dream. A strangely weird expression. Even though it's a dream, it feels so much like reality. But now I definitely know. The reason I'm dreaming is because of you, right? But then, why are you doing this? No, I'm not mad. In fact, I'm thankful, but it doesn't feel right to not know the reason. So I would like you to tell me why you're doing this and how I can wake up. Oh god, I just remembered, you never speak. The girl looks down as if she's uneasy. She never says anything, but this time she seems to be indicating that she's not just keeping quiet, but that she can't say anything. A secret, eh? Did Arkwood say something, perhaps? It's probably that. Since it's her, she's probably abusing this child for some extremely ridiculous reason. For example, maybe she lightly tapped my head and I fainted, and to bury the matter makes me dream like this. That wasn't the OP. That's a very plausible story, that. All the mysteries are solved. Or something. Oh, no? No? That's not it? The girl looks into my eyes and shakes her head. Then why are you doing it? But as I was about to say that... Step. From far away, a footstep sounds. Key. Is that so? If he wants to end this tonight, then I shall abide. I'm sick of getting killed on impulse, too. Really, how foolish of me. There was business I needed to finish before I could ask. I confirmed that my knife is in my pocket. Okay, the hardness of the knife is as usual, and the mere act of grasping it calms my breath. My left leg still aches. I can tolerate the pain, but this way, my reaction will be slow. The fight with him that kept on repeating every night. I imagine that the animalistic movements of the one who goes by the name of Nanaya. We're at such different levels. There's nothing I can do but regret. There's only a little time. Since it's him, he'll probably come to the alleyway. In such an enclosed space as this, he has an overwhelming advantage over me. To win, one must fight on level ground. And one more thing. I must prepare something I have, and he doesn't. I don't have the spidery movement that he does, so I must prepare a secret card or there is no chance of winning. But nothing comes to my mind. Oh, we're going to lose then. I grind my teeth at my own disadvantage, but... My pathetic expression made her sad, too. No, don't worry. You just need to hide here. When he comes, I'll go. I'll do whatever is necessary to keep him from coming here, so in that time, go to someplace safe. Even though it's him, he probably can't stand up against Arkwood. He probably won't like to go up against Akiha either. You can run to Arkwood's house or to the mansion. What? Without even nodding, she looks at me, worried. Are you worrying about me? A faint nod. It's okay. Even though it may not look like it, I'm used to this sort of thing. I'll escape at the right moment, so you don't have to worry. She shakes her head sadly. It's a denial that seems to foretell my death. Don't go out. If you do, you'll die this time. But I can't hide here forever. Why? Asks her gaze. It seems to ask me if I'm not scared of dying, and I catch myself nodding to it. Yeah, it's scary. I've done it many times, but there's no way I can get used to getting killed. To be truthful, I'm expecting to wake up at any moment. Then why? Her eyes ask. Well, how do I put this? But a man sometimes has to pretend it's okay and take it all. For example, when there's a girl next to him. I'm spouting nonsense, but I realize it's the truth. and the footsteps coming from the main road sound louder and closer with each step. Then, let's part here for now. After I go out, wait here for a moment, then come out. She still doesn't seem to agree. Really, you worry too much, I say blankly and pet her head. This is so remarkably oh, cute. This is like so opposite from what we saw happening with the Arihiko in the mushroom suit story. But thank you. I'm really happy you worry for me. Her eyes don't change, but she looks up at the hand that now rests on her head. So, I really have to take care of him. He's my nightmare, right? That nightmare is trying to kill you, so I can't let him do that. If it's my nightmare, I have to take care of it on my own. I'm sorry I told you something scary. I'll see you after I take care of him. But if that's during the day, maybe I won't remember. That's troublesome. I might forget tomorrow, even if I do whatever it takes to bring him down. Maybe it can't be helped. Let's make next time when we feel like taking a night. Let's make next time when we feel like taking a stroll at night. I pet her head a few more times. A small mutter. The moment I lift my hand, she looks extremely regretful. That's only for a moment. When my hand pets her head again, her stare continues from where it left off. She looks at my arm without moving. For some reason, it has become so hard to take my hands off. The moment I take my hands off, she might put on the expression she just had moments ago, and that thought pains me. Is it dissatisfaction or not? Not saying whether she's happy or not happy, her gaze seems to tell me that she wants to stay this way forever. But that can't be. He's close enough that we can't spare any more time. Then I'm off. See you again at night. Take my hand off slowly and head toward the main road. I run with my knife tightly grasped. And at that moment, the girl's expression, just moments before tears roll down her cheek, reflects in my eyes. So we doing like a proper fight now? It's completely dark outside. The moonlight that illuminates the road is different. The air is so tense it's hard to breathe, even though there's light because of the moon. There aren't any traces of living things. This is the opposite of the usual. The alleyway which became the scene of many murders is the only place warm, and the outside is completely frozen. And all of it, too. You were there, Tono. He's the reason. You speak more fluently. After this much time, one develops a liking for oneself. And when destruction is near, even newborn chicks do their best to take to the air. He, the nightmare of Tonoshiki, speaks with a twisted mouth. Is that so? Thinking about how your reflection makes me sorry for my former self. The Nanayashiki I remember wasn't someone inhuman like you. Oh, indeed, you're my real body. Inhuman? That's a nice way to put it. Nanaya brings out his knife. Under the clear moon, the shadows are long and the light reflected off the knife seems to penetrate the skin. I force out a hateful breath. Really, everything about this battle is as before, so much that I get sick of it. And you want to try again today too, eh? I'll tell you this, no matter how many times you win against me, nothing changes. My getting killed means that this dream ends. If this happens, you will disappear too. You are fighting a meaningless battle. Is that so? If it were so simple, I would not have been this lonely. Wait. Oh no, it's him. Oh wait, no? Is that... Oh, it's tough to tell who's speaking. I hate it when they do this. Because even if the nightmare called Nanaya kills Shiki, the world is not awakened. Okay, no, this is Shiki speaking, so that was, yeah. So there's no way for me to disappear unless I switch... Oh no! Never mind, this is him. So that was Shiki at the top and this Nanaya here. Is that so? If it were so simple, I would not have been this lonely. Even if the nightmare called Nanaya kills Shiki, the world is not awakened. So there's no way for me to disappear unless I switch places with you. I don't understand. Why are you trying to take my place? If you can exist as Nayashiki, then you don't have to become Tonoshiki. Don't be ridiculous. I'm the one who wants to complain. I'm the killer. I exist as your nightmare. Do you understand? I can't escape my existence as a nightmare. But then I developed this self-love, and the world is about to end. I can't exist as a nightmare, and the only place where I can is disappearing. How's that? Don't you think we're all connected as I try and take your place and kill that girl? You're still talking about that. You always talk about how the world is, but what are you really talking about? If you're talking simply about how this road is disappearing, then I'm not trying to wake up from my dream. Dreams don't disappear. As long as the dreamer lives, it might change, but it cannot disappear. But this world is crumbling from your fundamentals. A mere observer like you can't notice, but a nightmare like me can instinctively understand it. Yes, this world will definitely disintegrate soon. Nanaya's stance lowers. The killing intent chokes me. But there's only one reason a dream would collapse. A dream dies when the dreamer dies himself. Oh, are we actually in a coma dying on a bed? But then wait, that means... Right. The outside Tonoshiki will die soon. Apart from that, there's no reason why the dream would collapse. Oh, this is like the Pokemon coma theory, but real and good. In one step, the distance is covered as Naya jumps with his knife. I quickly pair that with my own knife and spot an escape route at the very moment. You. Why are you targeting me so intently? You know it's pointless to do so. You're always acting on your own, even at the end. You created me as a killer, and the only one I have to kill is you? What nonsense you are spouting. And another strike. Nanai throws a strike that has emotion behind it. He's totally different from before when he only went for the weak spot. What? You're acting all high and mighty, but... I only don't like you. You're gonna make me... If you're gonna make up a nightmare, make up a grand nightmare, you dolt without imagination. Really, a self who only kills yourself. How many times do you think you could keep up, you spineless wimp? The arm I shot out to block the attack aches. My left leg relaxes a bit. Don't be stupid, think about me. I had to get my throat cut so many times. Don't blame your own faults on others. Even though you fell for such childish trickery so many times, you're still my future. Oh no, that was... I got my throat cut and then he says you're still my future, right? I really won't feel good until I kill you completely before the world ends. Ah, third strike. Love that game. The sheer force makes my glasses tilt and my left leg relax even more. You idiot. My glasses are falling. How about my glasses? I can't see without my glasses. I thought I was using force rather than technique. Maybe this was his intention from the beginning. As I've hurt my left leg in the park, I can't run at full speed. Realizing that, Nanai is using force to tie down my mobility. If this keeps up for another 4 strikes, then my leg will probably become useless. But that can't be. At the very least, I can't be defeated here. There's still the child in that alleyway. So now, even though I have to sacrifice my leg, I have to put some distance. And the forceful 4th strike. I can easily parry it. That only means the 5th strike will come. Heh! A paper's width of difference. I avoid the knife that heads towards my face, knowing full well that I might lose an eye. Clang. The sound of glass hitting the asphalt. Ha! The cold sweat blurs my vision. But I did it. If I'd taken one wrong step, the knife would have penetrated the stem of my brain. The more force behind a strike, the more imbalanced the striker becomes after making it. I utilize that void and run. Anyway, I don't have any plans, so the only thing I can do right now is run. At least so that girl can escape. But my leg stops. The place where I'm standing is dissolving into goo. A feeling of unpleasantness. The black something sways like a mirage. You're not paying attention. Nanaya's charge sounds from the back. Wait, now's not the time to... I turn as I parry the knife. Clang, and the accompanying flash of bronze. Is this it? The destruction of the world Nanaya talked about. I thought it was always the end of the world. But really, looking at it coldly, this area looks like it's getting murdered by someone. Huh? A hallucination of the eyes. I wanted to believe that it was a hallucination of my eyes. This street of shadows. Why is this... That man is standing right in the middle of death. It's a big ellipses, bro. Not even ellipses. That's just underscores. I want musical notes to appear in it. Really? That's what we're doing? Impossible. That's all I could say. You, what are you looking at? My face must have been white. Nanaya forgets about his intent to kill me and looks where I'm looking. Have you gone mad? What's there? It's not visible. It's not visible to him. No. He doesn't even recognize that the surface is dissolving at this very moment. Glasses. Such a ridiculous situation. Now that it can't be reversed, I realize. The difference between him and me. The thing that Tonoshiki has that Nanayashiki doesn't. That is, oh my god, is it literally glasses? Nanayashiki doesn't have the eyes that can see death. Oh. I guess, huh? That is true. And so, he slowly moves. Run. Immediately I run as if my legs would fall off. It's about 10 meters. I think to myself that it's not logical, but since it's inside a dream, I probably jumped about 5 meters. Right, such situations can't be called anything but a nightmare. He's been had. It must be because he couldn't see it and thus fell a little behind me. Red blood splatters. Oh! It's your boy! The Grappler! Like the Tonoshiki of older days, Nanayashiki loses his life as his neck is cut. Shiver, shiver, shiver. My teeth won't clench together, and my spine shivers as if it were about to fall apart into many pieces. A nightmare that cannot be imagined. That which appeared like a storm boredly kills Nanaya. Shiver, shiver, shiver. Ha ha ha. A laugh. I can only laugh. What else am I capable of doing? That's kind of raw, though. Shiver, shiver, shiver. It was a flash. Like a hurricane. He literally came in with the command grab. It charged in without thinking and twisted Nanaya's neck. And with only one hand. Even though it was ripped, the surface is flat. Such a clean cut is impossible normally. Stop. It's so unbelievable. Even though I couldn't see it, it's pathetic that Nanaya got in such a situation before he could even react. Shiver, shiver, shiver. You are... Shiver, shiver, shiver. Why? Shiver, 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 shiver. It's pathetic. The shivering doesn't stop, but I can't even look him in the eye. That one eye. I can only stare at the red color that I saw briefly before. Simply crushed. Like squeezing a tomato. It even looked the same. Oh, it's dead. Without a doubt, even though it's inside a dream, even though he's a nightmare, he's dead. There's no chance of reviving. The thing that stands before me is the monster that goes around killing the world. A mere nightmare created by me can only be defeated by such a monster. Jump scare music, man, it gets me. When I come to, I've already sunk into the waste. It's the usual ending. I get sucked into the destruction of the world and the day ends. I realize just now how fortunate that is. It's simple to be sucked into this whirlwind and disappear. I'll just return to normal tomorrow morning. But if I were caught by him, I would have disappeared like Nanaya. So is Nanaya just gone? But it can't be that way this time. He who squished Nanaya arrogantly comes to me who is sinking, to grab my head with arms like scythes of a death god. A black wall blocks. The wall that seems to protect me is the girl in the black coat. It knows no forgiveness. It grabs the girl's body and simply, cruelly squishes it. A shout that pierces the world. The black coat falls like it's dancing. There's no entrails or blood. After the black coat falls, a black cat simply falls from the debris. An escaping black cat. The monster is gone too. There is no one behind, and the only thing that's left is the world that is collapsing. Sudden fatigue. The relief that I still live brings about sleepiness. Even my head slinks along with the body. As I sink into the darkness, it's rather trivial, but... Right. That girl really was a cat. I say such an idiotic thing. Holy crap, that went in a direction I never expected. Repeat again, huh? Did we enter the next act accidentally? Kind of feels like it. Just taking a sip of my coffee because this is originally Nero was only planned to be mentioned and not to actually make an appearance. Bow wow panic. Have we seen him? Oh, we did. We did in that one joke scene. I'm gonna hit the help and see if we've hit the new section, because I'm curious. Hello, everyone. This is the third period. Wow, no, we hit the third period. The story is finally approaching its climax. Since we've come this far, the high ground is in the front of our eyes. This is the last part. Let's do our best. I'm glad here too. Hint is non-existent chest. We didn't go on a date with CL. Was she just joking? As long as you're here, it'd be a non-existent brain rather than non-existent chest, but, well, we'll skip the small talk and quickly begin the lesson. The story's at its climax too, so we can't waste time here. Well, this lesson is for a... Let's go with the expert there. Hey teacher, how's that even though Nanaya's neck is cut off, you were still not in the third stage? Oh? That's because you haven't met with the black cat enough times. To develop the story, one must build friendship with the black cat. I met with the cat quite a few times. Yes, that's a trap. The girl in black comes out sometimes, but there are times when you just shouldn't meet her. She seems to frequent the park during the holidays, so those who think they're short on the number of meetings with the girl, please use that chance. You mustn't let your guard down because you met at the same place once. There'll be subtle changes depending on the situation. That's true, yeah? Then what you need to do is move on to what do you need to do to move on the next stage from there? That is, if you achieve the following 3 points, the end will be near. First one, it's around the time when the player starts noticing how the world works. This will be time to learn about familiars. Okay. It's about familiars. Wouldn't it be good to hunker down in one of the two-person's rooms and visit them after school? Huh. Second point. There's a certain restriction against going to the intersection. I bet many of you got swayed in the middle and couldn't get to the intersection, right? The restriction will be lifted in this stage. The answer to why the intersection was off limits will be revealed. Now then, let us go to the forbidden intersection. Third point. Once you reveal the mystery behind the intersection, think carefully about what you're really forgetting. With that, all mysteries will be solved. Please spend the day and the prayer for the night of truth. The lesson is over. Good job, everyone. The end is near. Okay, I did not think we'd be entering this section so soon. What do you have to say? Chiaru, anything like that, you're tricking, yeah? Now we'll move onward. Arc Sensei's advice corner. What if you meet me in the streets, then go back to the mansion and meet the little sister of the maid? Meet you in the streets, then go back. Yeah, we did that. It'll be fun after that, yeah, but many people might already know this. Yeah, yep, that one I got told about already. No worries about that. Okay. Do we have... Okay, nothing else there. Well, let's head back into the day section. First the name, then I'll tell you your purpose. Okay. That is the only thing she heard from the Magus. The windmill is running. The tower made of bricks waves through the air with its 3 wings. Clouds envelop the field, and the horizon of the sunset is far, far away. The wind soars like a fast and grand dragon. The chair the Magus sits on sways. Below that chair, it was her daily routine to look at the sunset together with him. Of course, it wasn't as if she liked the sunset. She doesn't know the concept of happiness or sadness to begin with. But even though she doesn't express her dislike and stares at the sunset, it was just an animalistic instinct to mimic the owner. Autumn ends with that day. The golden field will slowly turn into a desert of steel-cold color from tomorrow on. The wind is cold and the windmill turns faster than usual, and the sunset is the reddest she's seen yet. That's... One could say she actually had some premonition of it. The Magus ended his days within her understanding, ever so alone. There's no reason why she would know what research he was doing. A Magus pursues magic, even though he knows that neither he nor his next incarnation can ever reach the goal. But no matter how many enlightenments one goes through, there is no Magus who reached the level of magic. A Magus can never reach magic, and he is never rewarded. The first thing that a Magus learns seems to be that no matter what he does, he needs to know that he will never ever be rewarded. But she heard from her second owner that they pass on their knowledge accumulated over many generations to their successors. But then, what was this Magus? He didn't have students, nor did he chase after magic. Nor was he interested in fame. For a long time, he has never been satisfied. That was a life without anything. Although even time spent on forming relationships with others was considered wasted when he could be doing research, he was never rewarded. No, not never rewarded, he didn't even have such unnecessary thoughts. The old man only pursued the process. He didn't know anything about the results. He just wanted to learn endlessly. That was the whole life of the Magus. Of course, such life could not have been happy. Because, of course, something like happiness is unnecessary for research. I'll teach you your role in life. When she first opened her eyes carefully... Whoa, shouldn't have clicked. Like a tall tree just about to fall, like a rock that no matter what would not chip, the old Magus taught her. A familiar is something that must not act on its own. That is the only thing she heard from the Magus. She followed his teaching. Is she a familiar? I guess a cat familiar is a common thing. She thought it'd be the last time spent together. Because the wind got cold, and the windmill ran faster than usual, and the sunset was the reddest yet. So she got the feeling. From under the chair, she looked up at the Magus. There's no change in his posture. From under the chair. Yep, she's a cat. This is the cat form. And it talked about animalistic instincts. Yeah, this is specifically her as a cat. Without changing anything else, still looking at the setting sun, the lips seemed to move a little bit. She jumped up. For the first time, she made contact with the Magus on her own volition. She jumped onto the closed book on the knees and raised her ears so that she could hear well. How many decades has it been? The first and the second. Now the next lesson will come, and for the first time, she expectantly looked up at the owner. Yep. The wrinkled palm petted her. Surprised, she could not move. She didn't know. It was a simple pet to the head, but her desire to stay that way seemed to be paralyzing her. But it seemed like it was only a brief moment. The Magus looked far away with one hand on her, and without another word, ended his long, long life. It was an ending without meaning. Since it was a life without any meaning, it could not have been otherwise. But at the end, the Magus failed. Although it was unconsciously, he should not have touched her. Because through that he died as an old man rather than as a Magus. Without knowing the reason, she cried. It was too much. It was too much for him to have shown such commoner's emotion. Because of that, he contemplated at the end whether his solitude as a Magus was a simple solitude or not. And then she sat on the chair. She listened to the funeral bells. She dreams in an empty place. The owner that made contact with her once. The owner who petted her once. The Magus who ruined his own demise in order to say goodbye to her. So, that was sad. How much the old man needed her and loved her. Such things she realized only after she was alone, but there isn't anyone in the chair now. Dang. And so the autumn passed and the steel-cold winter came. She doesn't remember what happened afterward. A new owner simply came and took guardianship of her. And so the only scenery she remembers are three things. The golden light she saw after her birth and kept on seeing for a long time. The back of the owner who didn't speak anything. And the reddest sunset she saw the one time she was on his lap in the hoarse voice of... Wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. I'm gonna skip. And you know what? We haven't really gone to CL's house, have we? I don't think we've ever gone to her in the day here. Skip. Yeah, let's go out. We've not gone to the hospital or CL Senpai's place. So we might have missed some scenes there. Go to the hospital. Dr. Jinan? Meaning at the Sogen Hospital? I'm not feeling that bad, so I don't really have to force myself, though. I was told to visit in the near future. Toki-san probably said that to me. Alright. Since I've nothing else to do, I guess I'll go visit. It's gonna be the same hospital as we saw in the beginning. Oh, wow, you know, that's a hospital. 30 minutes of swaying in the bus. I arrive at a building that looks nothing like a hospital. Well, this is a private home converted to the needs of a small clinic designed to serve only a select few. It has a pharmacy-like sign, but not many people come here looking for that service. So I suppose it really can't be called a hospital. The Jinans have been serving the Tono family exclusively, so I guess there aren't any other patients. It's Tono. Is Mr. Sogen doing okay? I speak through the intercom. An unfamiliar housemaid lets me in. Yo, look at this dude! Yo, what a Chad! Yo, this dude's awesome! Like, I take one look at this dude, I'm like, this dude looks sick! Oh, you came, kid? I waited a few minutes in the examination room. This dude's the best? Sogen appears in an apparel that cannot be a doctor's. Yes, Toki-san asked me to come, so I couldn't refuse. I was hoping last month's meeting would be the last. Huh? That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. I don't want to see such an annoying and stubborn patient as you. But since I know your parents, I can't abandon you so easily. With that, Jinan Sogen sits in front of me. It's been many years since I've started going through this, so I know what to do without even further without further instructions. I take off my shirt. Your body's pretty good nowadays. Yes, thanks to you, I'm very healthy. Don't be ridiculous. If you're healthy, then this hospital will be full of dead people. Don't boast with such a flimsy body. With that, he examines my armpits and back. That hurt really badly just now, you charlatan. Of course. I'm fixing your badly taken of body in one hit. There won't be any gratitude if there's no pain. Why do I have to come to a doctor to get molested? That's weird, don't say that. Idiot. I'm the one going through hell. Doesn't make me any happy to be touching a boy's body. I take it back, I don't trust this doc. Crunch, 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 my bones continue the symphony. What did you do now? Or what did he do now? He takes longer than usual to examine my body and says that with a complicated face. Huh? What do you mean, what? Nothing in particular. Your body screams otherwise. Your body can take lots of idiotic stuff, but it can't recover. If you stress it too much, then the dam will blow and the water will drown you in a torrent. Are you saying I shouldn't exercise? Normal exercise is different. I'm talking about his more extreme stuff. But I guess you can't really avoid it if you're trying to avoid something else. Slam. He hits my back once more to signal the end. Is it? Don't you do x-rays and blood tests usually? Inside your body's pretty normal. Be thankful to the lady. She understands your body well. Maybe it's because of your new surroundings, but your body's better than it was at the Rima's. Huh. I'd be thankful to Kawaku-san even if you didn't say that. She's more reliable than a certain charlatan. I actually hope that Kawaku-san becomes my personal doctor. You can tell he doesn't remember the other timelines where she stabs him with needles. You rebel. A little kid like you can't take a lady like her. You'll be raised an idiot and will actually become an idiot. Huh. Puts on a mean face. Maybe he and my father didn't get along too well. Your body's fine. If you have the time, get an acupuncture by Toki. The charlatan gets up after ending the examination. My dad got acupuncture today. He actually really is recommending it to me. And, you know, I'm considering it, but at the same time, I'm not a big fan of them just shoving needles into me. That's just me personally. Well, you know, ones that don't, I'm not going to say don't work, but don't have stuff in them, you know? Wait, Dr. Jinan, there's something I want to ask you about. What is it? It's really an idiotic story, but... I explained the happenings of the last few days. How I can't remember yesterday. How I feel like I've done the same thing yesterday. The sense of danger that I'm repeating the same day over and over. I kind of like how he's addressing it to the doctor. Kid, I ain't your psychiatrist, is that what he's gonna say? After listening to the end, Jinan Sogen falls pensive. I understand. I thought it was getting worse every year, but you now even have Alzheimer's, kid? Cancel what I just said. It was idiotic of me to consult a charlatan. I mean, to be fair, that like if you said that, like, buddy, like early onset Alzheimer's is not that wrong of an idea to pursue. You get it to leave. Wait, the brain's not my specialty, so I can't give you a definitive answer. But there is something about your story. Stop my footsteps. Huh? Something. Yes, let's talk about this sense of danger first. Like I said, I'm not a brain specialist, so I can't see what's protected by bones. Is that so? I thought you can't even see below the skin. Don't kid around. Anyway, my idea is that it isn't wrong to think yesterday isn't that wrong? Whoa. My idea is that isn't it wrong to think yesterday is the same as today? Wrong. Because you can't remember yesterday. How can you realize today is the same as yesterday? Doesn't make sense. Following your logic, tomorrow will be the same as today. You understand? You messed up from the beginning. After opening your eyes, you forget everything and mistakenly think yesterday is the same as today. No, but it's not something that can be concluded so simply. Because I think I did something like this before. Well, if your mistake isn't a mistake, then there's only one answer. In your brain, today, tomorrow, and yesterday are all the same. What does that mean? You're slow, kid. I mean that today is your everything. You're born as you open your eyes and die as you close them. Oh my god. Yo, some deep stuff. Well, you could say you're reviving infinitely. Then past, present, and future be no more. Because everything will be in your today. And what about the people related to me? Do you also die when night comes? Idiot. I told you, it's all in your head. Everyone else has a tomorrow. The only person repeating is you. Toki, Little Lady, and I are already gone to tomorrow. The only one left is you. The people you meet are the people who resemble the real people who are just playing a role in a skit. Is this... Did going to the hospital literally give us the plot? How do you know this? The story isn't convincing, but there's so many things that seem relevant that it might just be the truth. It's a lie! Ha! Did you believe it, you dolt? Huh? That can't be it. As evidence, Toki and I are just like you too. What do I have to hide? Honestly, I don't really remember yesterday either. He guffaws. Perverted monster, Grandpa. That's the thing. I think you came here yesterday too, but Toki insists you didn't. We argued about that yesterday. So it's not only you who's abnormal. Hey, charlatan. I really felt that urge to kill. Ah. Now your eyes are worth something. But anyway, what I said might not all be incorrect. After hearing you bringing it up, I remembered as well. If you think about it that way, then you might be special. What's that? You never even thought of it? Really? I didn't consider it a big as problem as you did. You really resemble your father a lot. Maybe we just can't see it. Something that should not be visible to humans is visible. That phrase. I'm sure I heard it somewhere. Dr. Jinan, does that mean Akia's the same as me? Like Tono's... Huh? No, the one I'm talking about isn't Makihisa. I'm talking about that idiot Nanaya Kiri. Oh. Kiri? What's with that name? Feels as if it's been engraved in me even though I've never heard it while growing up. He could also see things that could not have been seen. Oh, really? His eyes were special, too. Really? He could vaguely see other people's feelings and thoughts, but I don't think it helped him much. Well, still, he was the head of the Nair family and thus a great user of... Is he dead? He was hated like a poisonous snake by those who inverted, but Kiri was a human specialist. He was invincible against those of mixed blood. He didn't get along well with those who aren't fundamentally human. But hating monsters is an exorcist's job. In other words, Nanaya was only called when there was something awfully off. Well, so he probably brought hatred of others upon himself. Nowadays, isn't it worse to be hated by others than it is to be cursed by a monster? Nair willfully died to avoid the meteor, but by that time he was covered in blood. What are these references to? What? In essence, he got blood on himself from other people's hands. Whoa. Strange. Why do I feel nauseous hearing about a person who's a complete stranger to me? Is that it? Then I bid you farewell. Okay, but why did I bring up Kiri? I was gonna take it to the grave with me. He frowns. What? Do you have Alzheimer's? You are quite old. Shut up. I live longer than you. I can't refute that. No, I think this grandpa can outlive his own grandson. Yo, this guy's super cool. Well then, I'll come back later. When you do, bring a more plausible story. Yo, he's super cool. Streets at noon. Let's linger in the streets a bit. Alright. I ate my lunch on the bench. Holiday morning. The park is lively with a diverse group of people. We're not going to go to the intersection this time because I know that that's a point that we need to advance, and I don't want to do that. Parents with their children, couples that pass by, the boys laughing as they head towards the grass field. Could not be a more peaceful moment. The blue sky is unfathomably deep and the pouring sunlight is unbelievably clean. Even then, I cannot naturally accept them. Damn it. I'm alone like this, something comes up in my mind. Loneliness without reason. The feeling that the long-awaited festival day is finally here. The feeling that I'm hiding my sense of foreboding change. In father's death, The death of the one who promised to take me to the festival, leaving me to look at the fireworks of the festival from afar. My chest hurts. It's someone else's scent that feels so familiar, but it's still someone else's. Even though I understand it, I can't do anything to alleviate it. I wonder, could this be loneliness too? So, who is it that's feeling lonely? I mutter as I stand up. Well, I've had my fill of the sun. Maybe I'll go somewhere else. Okay, we're not going to go to the intersection. Right? We'll go to the main road for now. Yeah. Girl who runs in the winter. Skip. Streets returning home right before dinner. Skip. Mansion sunset. Witch cooking. Skip. Let's go out to eat. Travel destination. Let's go to Daitento. Oh, this is new. Maybe I'll go to the Daiteto barbecue grill. I suddenly feel like eating meat. The carnivorous instinct in me goes wild. If I eat healthy all the time, such a thing is normal. Alright, tonight will be a feast. Rare steak that almost drips blood. You can get it like medium rare, dude. Doesn't have to be all the way. The neighboring town doesn't have any color, but it hasn't been colored yet. Headache I forgot about comes back. I remember. Really. I'm always like this. I don't remember until that moment. But after that instant, my head becomes so clear. Oh, this makes so much sense now. I really want to part with my slow-mindedness. Yeah, so at night, he always remembers. It's here, no, it exists would be more fitting. Well, I can't run away now anyway. With that, I take off my glasses if programmed to do so. Oh! Hey! The presence of death appears. Appears isn't the right word either. He's always been here. Immediately the pain increases. I'm used to it, but even though I'm used to it, my heart still works furiously. Run, run, run! My pride in... Escape, 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 escape! My body that prioritizes life over everything clash. I suppress my chest and run. My enraged heart nears its limit. After putting the heart in a blender, after adding sugar and lemon and turning on the switch, the heart blends nicely and feeds into the veins. What? The feeling of constraint in my chest as blood wants to escape through every little pore available. Oh my god, he's literally standing in front of me that is the frames before he hits me with the command grab. Without a word, I raise one of my arms. I know that it's dead weight. Without any skill, it can be only offered to the opponent. Neither trained nor experienced, it can only perform such a basic action. But who will know that the arm is the one that will make the killing attack? You. I shout, erasing the image of myself getting shredded to pieces. The man doesn't reply. Of course, he's always that wordless. It would be a shock if he were to speak. Disappear, Kishima. I force myself as I sprint forward. There's only one opponent. Tonoshiki's ultimate image of death. And it ends. There's no way I could take him on from here from the beginning. This is the end of the world. Since this world is already dying, there's no way it can go against death. That is if there's one place I could overthrow death, it's probably that place. A long time ago. Deep in that dark forest where my eyes recognized him. Yeah, so I know who he is. I'll say that for sure. Unlike some of the characters who I'm still I don't know who you are. No, I know who he is and what his deal kind of is. Originally, Seal Senpai was cute and the staff all liked her too. Where did it go wrong? She ended up such a sober... The way that the game dunks on Seal makes me so sad. It makes me so sad every time. Alright, this was actually a lot. This was a lot. And I actually didn't think we would secretly Why am my eyes freaking out so much? I didn't think we would accidentally reach this part of the game. The third part already. So, again, if there's any scenes that I missed and stuff, I will be going back through and checking for that through the use of debug features later. I'm not doing this with my eyes. I don't know why it's doing this. It's very strange. Maybe the coffee's hitting, right? Maybe it is. I've been sipping it this whole time. But yeah, we will see you next time for some more Let's Read Kagetsu Tohya, where we dig deeper into the mystery, I guess. A very strange game. I like how the mystery's unveiling, but I definitely think that Hollow Ataraxia takes this idea and does it a bit better. That's just me. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Why are my eyes freaking out so much? I'm not doing that. I'm literally not. Like, what's going on? I hate this. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Is everything dying? Am I dying? Is my world falling apart? I can't even move my hands, and my eyes are freaking out. What's going on? We'll see you next time. Bye.